and welcome to another video about Seven Knights Rebirth, where I actually wanted to speak a little bit about the ruby farming, about the repeated battles, the whole thing that I actually reached the nightmare stage, and I reached in the main story mode chapter 16. The whole difference about these two, let's say, modes, the nightmare mode and the story mode. So what do we have in the nightmare? Here basically you are able to receive yourself some amount of gold, you're able to receive yourself fodders from 2 to 4 stars, kinda a small chance to receive yourself a legendary character. I didn't see any one of them from here. And obviously accessories, 4-star accessories, at least at this stage, like when we're talking about the first chapter. Probably when we're going to go deeper into Nightmare specifically, we'll be able to see 5 stars and 6 stars accessories. But yeah, the whole thing about the Nightmare mode, when we're going here, for example, because I'm doing repeated battles, I can't really show you, but the whole thing that you need to use 2 teams here, and the stages, they're tough, really tough. So basically to clear mobs, it's like each one of them on the first stage here are above 25k HP, so you can understand what kind of damage you should deal. And when we're talking about the ruby farming here, about farming just in general, you need to have a really developed DPS units. Is it worth it to farm here, and at what moment should you do it and try to complete at least couple stages and get yourself to PT for a legendary drop, which is a random one, 4-star. But it is what it is. Anyways, the whole thing that you won't be able to clear it with T0 DPS units, even if you have a proper gears. I'm just going to show you real quick. We're going to my characters. Theo, you probably can see that he is T1. Yeah, I upgraded him to skills. It's a random process, so I got one in basic attack and one into skill 2, which is actually nice. I need to unlock all of them for him, to be honest. I have for the second team as a main DPS Klahan. He's decent, he really is. I got lucky to get him the first skill actually to upgrade. So yeah, I decided to split like 2 into Teo, 1 into Klahan. And when we're talking about him being at T0, he's just destroying the stage on his own without any issues. The whole thing is going to be about crits, but this is another aspect which I'm going to discuss. So yeah, about equipment, you can see all slots unlocked, plus 15, 6 stars. Maybe not the most optimal set for Teo, but it's kinda decent. We need to crit, and we need to crit quite often. Here I even have the proper stats like crit damage, procs into attack percentage. The other one, what do we have here? With crit damage, the substats, they're not the best here, should admit. And overall, when we're talking about his stats, 3.5k, almost 3.6k attack, 43% crit rate, but we should keep in mind that when he's using his skills, he has 30% additional crit rate, so it's not 43, it's 73 actually. He has 222% crit damage, and he has skill 2 upgraded and a basic attack. He's T1. I'm not able to defeat all the mobs on the stage with his full rotation. Without, I guess, unlocking all these skills, without upgrading them, enhancing them, I won't be able to really clear it. So, to actually clear it, I tried today earlier on to add even, for example, just to pair him and assist a little bit. Well, this works. With this case, we're able to clear the stage. The next one, Klahan, is just going to nuke it. About his gears as well, I actually removed quite some pieces, but I'm going to bring them back. So overall, crit rate, attack percentage, the other one crit damage, all attack. If I'm going to crit the gears, about 3.4k attack. He has 75% crit rate and 186% crit damage. With these stats, being at T0, he is able to destroy the stage. Also for you to keep in mind, with enhanced skill 1. So for the Nightmare, Klahan is actually just perfect, and I consider him at T0 being better than Theo. Why is it the case? So when we're looking at his skills, for example his second skill, he is going to deal additional damage to opponents with HP at 50% or above, and with his first skill he is going to deal additional damage to opponents with HP being at 50% or below. It's like insane amount of damage. Really, when he is going to crit, that's the main thing. If you're going to use the right order, he is going to bring them below 50%, and with the second skill, or better to say the first skill, he is going to finish them. Yeah, that's right, but it's also a moment of RNG, and it's based on crits. If he is going to crit, at least 3 of them on the first skill, the second, he is going to kill 3. If he is going to crit 2 times, he is going to stay with 3 opponents being alive, and there is high chances that they're going to kill him. So not really that optimal. I don't know, just bring crit rate to 100%. This is going to be just insanity. Maybe to give him a pad which is going to increase crit rate, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. So yeah, sometimes you may lose with Klahan, but when we're talking about Theo, you're going to lose 100% at least until you're going to have him at T2, because at T2 he is going to reset his skill cooldowns, so he will be able to use them once again, and this should be enough to actually destroy them. Like, you need to have a look. Now the main question: is it worth it to farm with the fact that you are not able to one-shot them, and if it's worth it in general, and when? If you're not able to one-shot them, not really. I wouldn't really recommend to do it. Again, these are my thoughts. If you're more advanced in this game and if you have a better understanding, feel free to share it. I'm always happy to listen to you and see your opinions. But yeah, the whole thing here that about the gold, in total from 2 stages, it's like 2 separate battles, and you're going to spend 12 keys. You're going to receive like 13k. From the drop rates in terms of fodders, it's not increased. Yes, you're able to get yourself accessories, but about accessories it's another topic. In most of the cases you're going to receive like these, which are just common basic ones. You won't be able to even get some rares. I'm not sure that there are real chances to get yourself epic, and about legendaries there is nothing to speak about it, quite honestly. To upgrade them, it's going to take you just a lot of gold. Up to +6, it took me like 500,000 or something like that. The common one. Can you imagine what is it going to be with the higher? Yeah, they're going to provide you certain effects, but is it really that important at this stage of the game when you're not able to even, I don't know, farm rate 11, 12? Or you're not able to build your team properly right now because you don't have, I don't know, enough stars for them or characters for these teams specifically. It's kind of questionable. For example, as well, for the normal story, for example, at chapter 16, you're going to see the same drop rates. You're going to receive fodders from star level 2 to 4. You're going to receive 1k less gold here. Yeah, fair enough, less. but you will be able to receive some drops of gears, which you will be able to sell and receive gold from these. And you have a chance to get yourself also the golden box. I'm not sure how often it's going to be dropped here, if it's going to be a really rare one thing, but you can get from 200k to 1 million gold, which is great, especially right now when you're progressing with a lot of different characters and you need really a lot of gold and you need to upgrade a lot of gears and so on and so forth. So when is it actually going to be reasonable to start farming Nightmare? By my understanding, at least from the moment when you're going to get 2 decent DPS units with full skills upgraded on them. If they're going to clear the stage on their own, then it's worth it. If you need to use some additional support unit, well, you're going to lose rubies. You will be leveling up less characters, which you're going to use as a fodders, means you're not going to be able to unlock more slots for the gears for the most important characters that you need for different teams, means you will have less sounds and so on and so forth. You got the idea. When you have already prepared teams for all the content that we have, like for raids you have a decent one and you're close or you're already able to farm stage 10, when you're going to understand that all the Castle Rush teams are more or less prepared and you have unlocked all the slots and there is nothing else to do, you're kinda stuck and you're not able to progress. In this case, I believe it's going to worth farming these, because in this case accessories are really going to be overall an improvement for you. But from experience, you're not getting more here. From the gold, I don't think so, because again you're able to get yourself drops in terms of gears, which you're able to sell from the normal story. Amount of orders, it's going to be just the same. Yeah, I don't know. It's only the real purpose for accessories when you're ready for it, and it's like almost a late game. I'm not sure that it's really worth it. If I'm missing something, if I don't understand something, just let me know your thoughts about it. What do you think? But yeah, for me it's like when you have 2 decent DPS units which are able to completely clear the stage and you're able to raise up your fodders properly here. With that being said, hope you enjoyed this video and have a little bit of a better understanding in terms of farming different stages and what's the difference. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have something to tell me about different stages there. I might miss something. And see you in the next one. Take care.